As you can see right here on this screen, according to ZDNet's Mary Jo Foley, Microsoft is splitting up Windows into its latest reorganization. So that pretty much just means that, Microsoft is reorganizing once again. And in this video, I am going to let you guys know just who's getting placed in what position and what's going on. Now, if you see here, I'm now on Microsoft.com. It says here, Microsoft's the new org chart. I'm using their chart here because it's pretty straightforward. It lets you guys just see the quick names without reading a bunch of text. I can go into depth at a later date about just what's going on. But here we go, scrolling down. I'm using this iPad here to make it simple. You see here, it says they're splitting up Windows. Well, first thing you're going to see here is that Microsoft's Terry Myerson is stepping down. He is stepping down, and he's going to be working on other things outside of Microsoft. But in that place, we are replacing Microsoft's areas into 3 different areas. It says here, Windows becomes not an overarching umbrella covering a wide range of products, but a cog in a bigger wheel, falling under Rajesh Jha for Experiences and Devices team. So you see here, Experience and Devices team led by Rajesh and then the subcategories underneath that being Devices, Panos Panay. We know that guy very well. He is clearly the person we knew from all those announcements for Windows in the past. Anything with Surface, anything that Microsoft had a keynote about, you would see that Panos Panay is pretty much the one that you would see presenting that. And he's now Chief Product Officer, or he is Chief Product Officer for Windows, led by Joe Belfiore. Again, we know Joe, our good man Joe. You saw him back in the Windows Phone days, in the early days when I was first starting this channel. Talked about him a lot. He is the main person in charge of Windows. We have New Experiences and Technology led by Kudo Tsunoda. And then we have Enterprise Mobility and Management led by Brad Anderson. So it's good. And then we have another breakdown of Microsoft's Windows reorg, which is cloud and AI platform. So you're going to notice one thing here. You're going to notice that AI is in 2 different sections as of right now. Let me actually make this so it doesn't go dim, because I keep forgetting I'm using a tablet. You're going to see here that, AI is in 2 different sections. You have it AI plus research and cloud and AI platform. So you're going to see here, it says, though cloud and AI platform is led by Scott Guthrie, and you also have Azure, Windows Azure or Microsoft Azure, led by Jason Zander. Business Applications Group, led by James Phillips. Universal Store and Commerce Platform, led by Eric Lockhart. AI Perception and Mixed Reality, a new team led by Alex Kipman. AI Cognitive Services and Platform, led by Eric Boyd. So, and then before I even get into that, I'll just say AI and Research, as you read there, led by Harry Shum. Make sure I'm saying it right. There you go. It's a little grainy on my screen. But you're going to see one thing. The Universal Store, as they write in the article below, the Universal Store and Commerce Platform is now under Cloud and AI. It kind of makes sense in a way that it would be under. So let me actually just zoom in slightly so maybe you can read it. So you're going to see Cloud and AI Platform led by Scott Guthrie. Universal Store and Commerce Platform is underneath that. So a lot of people are thinking it's a good look for having the Windows Store, the Universal Windows Store that's across all devices, Xbox, Windows, and even phone, just being together under Cloud and AI, because one, it is a cloud service. It's on multiple platforms. You access it via the cloud. It does run via the cloud, Microsoft Cloud, and then the Commerce Platform. Obviously, it's a store, so only makes sense. A lot of people are hoping for better apps and things like that for the store. One thing I've noticed with the Windows Store is definitely that it's pretty rough. You've probably noticed that it is a rough store to go through, because when you search for one thing, it's just like, when you want to search for something simple like Facebook, sometimes Facebook doesn't even come up as a first result. And I would hope that with AI also just in that same group, that same team, general team, using more AI to just let us have better search experiences in general. It would just make things easier. Someone is texting me. Yeah, it would just make things much easier to just search for things. In fact, maybe preconceived based on, I know it'd be based off of tracking, and we've had problems with tracking in the past with all tech companies, but it would just seem more interesting that maybe depending on what you do on your computer, obviously it might be opted in by default, or you can opt in. It would help better a store experience. So while you are on, iOS, Android, and things like that, you see sometimes a lot of time the homepage is like pretty simple. It's the same for everyone. I feel like it'd be nice that, if I always download games, say Final Fantasy 15 Windows Edition, or I download just anything related to that, I see more games on my home screen, and games that are related to the type of games that I play. So if I search for RPGs all the time on the Windows Store, maybe I'll gravitate more to RPGs. If I search more for Adobe stuff or creative programs, it'll relate more towards the store, towards me in that way. A lot of people don't like that, but I feel like that's the way we should move forward. Otherwise, it becomes kind of convoluted, and it's hard to find things in the Windows Store. We've all known that the lack of apps on the Windows Store is very, hard to come by, but making do with what we got, with Affinity Photo and Affinity Designer. Those are really good Photoshop alternatives, and it'd be nice to have those front and center when I'm looking for video editing apps and like just creative software. So AI platform would definitely help with that. Now, under AI and research by Harry Shum, you can see here, well, you can't really see, but AI and research, I'm hoping that's more, researching just more what AI can do for us and just helping us with technology in general. It'd be a really nice thing that they could definitely use that AI research. I like that they separated it, because AI platform is the underlying platform that, but AI plus research, I feel like is more, this is coming from a person who, I haven't dabbled into Microsoft in a while, as you guys can tell. I'm trying to figure out my way, but AI plus research, you would essentially just discovering ways that, AI can help us in our daily lives. And right now we say AI all the time, but it's mostly like tracking in a way. You have to accept it to track in order to be, to have good AI in all platforms in all ways. So it'd be a nice thing to see. But you can see here, as a general zoom out, you can see here experiences and devices led by Rajesh Jha. Cloud and AI platform led by Scott Guthrie. I cannot speak. AI plus research led by Harry Shum. And then underneath each one, devices, Windows, new experiences and technology, enterprise mobility and management, all under experiences and devices. I'm surprised Xbox is not underneath that, even though that is kind of its own entity. But you can kind of tell Xbox does run a form of Windows 10. And so it's kind of interesting that Xbox is not even underneath devices in a way. And then we have Cloud plus AI platform, which is Azure Business Applications Group, Universal Windows Store and Commerce Platform, AI Perception and Mixed Reality, AI Cognitive Services and Platform. And then we have AI plus Research led by Harry Shum. So yeah, it was just a quick video. It was just more of just my thoughts on this whole reorganization of the Windows team, Windows general team, and how they did it, or just the Microsoft in general. So it's just a nice thing to see. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think. I know I rambled a lot. Let me know what you guys think about this whole reorganization. What are your thoughts on it? Just leave them below, or just send me a direct email. All right.